What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so I have not gone live in a long time. It may have been over a year. So I don't know who's in the room. I'm a little bit rusty. So trying to wait till somebody comes in here. Okay, I see 7 people in the room right now. 15. What's up to Josh Johnson? What's up to you, brother? What is it? Daquan C? Daquan C. What's up? What's up, Daquan? Yusuke, what's up? Be assassin. Be easy. Yeah, what's up? Arm Jr. 1998, what's up? Steve Sabaggio, MJ, and Kobe are the GOAT. I ain't got no problem with that. You know, I tend to think it's Wilt, but hey, man, ain't no problem with that. Look, you know, my style usually is to make videos, man, but I got to say something about Stephen A. Smith, man. Mr. Big, what's that? Mr. Big Twan, 49er? Assuming you're a 49er fan, salute. Look, man, this motherfucker Stephen A. Smith. This dude is the biggest goddamn buck dancing Sambo I have ever seen in my life, man. The shit that he pulled today, okay? In my impersonations be funny. He said, "This is my first time coming to your live stream. To Ross, this is an honor from." All right, yeah, you know. I mean, it's just been a long time since I've done one of these things, man. So I'm a little rusty. So you know what I'm saying. I did them more frequently back in 2020, but I just kind of got to the rhythm of doing videos. But I want to talk about Stephen A. Smith. The fact that this dude gets on national television. Look, we know that the dude buck dance, and sometimes you can even say to yourself, maybe he does it because he know the first time he got fired, right? So look, we can't expect these motherfuckers to be Malcolm X every fucking second. I understand that. Okay. I know they only could go but so far unless we're willing and prepared to help them out financially through GoFundMe's or whatever, right? But even though theoretically, Stephen A. Smith is a big enough entity to remove himself from ESPN and go solo. He's carrying the network. We saw the other day, I don't know if you saw it, their ratings are through the goddamn roof. People love listening to this idiot rant and rave about shit. So he has a big enough following on his own or curiosity around him to lead ESPN, but he don't. He want to make money for his bosses, his masses. So King I am King. What's up, man? In 2010, Kobe was the closest thing to Mike. Now he's not even top 5. What's up, Harvest Moon? Yeah, man, it's crazy how 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I was here on YouTube. There was a definite, real debate between who's the GOAT, Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. Okay? And I'm trying to keep this Stephen A. Smith. I know y'all want me to talk about that maybe later on. But they try to act like that shit didn't actually happen. Like that debate never happened. And they just moved Kobe to the side and pushed in LeBron James. Even back when he didn't even really have a legit argument for being GOAT. And I still think that he's not the goddamn GOAT. And the guy has played with all these goddamn Hall of Famers over 20 years. and he still is only at 4 rings. With all of the advantages of free agency, you know what I'm saying? All of the push by the media, all the rigged games, all the BS, and he's still only at 4 championships. Well, Mike only played what? How many full seasons did Mike play? 13 full seasons, 11 of them with the Bulls, and he still got 4 rings. Oh God. But what's up, EA32? Who said Melvin? Come on with the bullshit, man. Come on, Melvin. Come on, Melvin. Don't say he was never fucking top 5, Melvin. Come on now. What's up, Richard Jordan Jr.? Yeah, I went ahead and did a live stream, man. You know, it's been a long time since I've done one. But I went ahead and went live, man. But now I'm really here to talk about Stephen A. Smith, man. The fact that this motherfucker went out there with his buck dancing ass and gonna sit there and say that the people who are going out there and saying that Robert Sarver said something racist, he insinuated that these people didn't like him. I mean, what's wrong with this dude, man? Why can't he get on TV and just say what Robert Sarver did was despicable? I don't think the NBA went far enough in their punishment of Robert Sarver. We saw what they did with Donald Sterling. When you look at the allegations levied at Robert Sarver, they're on par, if not worse than Donald Sterling. He should be banned from the NBA. What's the problem saying that? Oh, well, I mean, look, you gotta be careful with that. Allegedly, we don't know. James Jones said he never heard it. Monty Williams said he never heard it. Who gives a fuck? Somebody probably said Charlie Manson was a nice guy at one point in time, too. Ted Bundy, he was a nice man. I worked with him. I never heard him say anything bad about women. What's up, JD? Jonathan McFarland, what's up? G Mill says LeBron really just passed Bird, and Bird was in my top 5. I still don't think that LeBron is a better basketball player than Larry Bird. But I have him ahead of Bird just because of the strength of his resume and his longevity. But I don't think he's a better basketball player than Larry Bird. Bird was a better shooter. Bird was a better rebounder. Bird was a better passer. Shit, you could argue, even though people will say it's not true, Bird was a better defender. And that's with being slow or slower than LeBron James. Better clutch performer. Better free throw shooter, if I say that, far better free throw shooter. I know back when Larry Bird played, if you were to ask NBA players, if you ask NBA analysts, who would you rather have the ball? Who in the NBA would you rather have in his hands the basketball with 5 seconds left to go in the game? The majority of people said Larry Bird, right? The majority of people said Larry Bird. You ask that same question in the last 20 years, none of the motherfuckers ever would say fucking LeBron James. And I'm just saying. LeBron don't even like to have the ball in his hands in the last 5 seconds. Why? Because he's afraid of being fouled. Am I lying? But when I say this, I'm going to use a hater. No, it's just a fact. You just watch LeBron's decision-making in the past when it comes to these types of games. Motherfucker has 60 points. If the game is close, he's going to pass that motherfucker because he don't want the ball in his hands with 3 to 5 seconds left on the clock because they're going to foul his ass. Yeah, he is a clown, man. You know, this motherfucker talking about he running for president and shit. Motherfucker talking about he running for president. Man, I know one thing. I'll never lose a debate. I'll never lose a debate. Right, Stephen A. This ain't ESPN, bro, when motherfuckers proofread your shit, make sure everything's spelled properly, and motherfuckers do your homework for you and give you a general summary of what the fuck the questions are about. You got to know detailed shit when you're in a presidential debate. They ain't asking a motherfucking field goal percentage. You got to know these world leaders' names. You got to know the history of these countries. You got to know how these countries relate to each other, their relations with each other, the peoples, their culture. It's a whole bunch of shit you got to understand, man. Countries' resources, what their strengths are, as far as their economies are. There's a lot of shit going to being a world leader, man. Stephen A. Smith is an arrogant motherfucker, man. You think you just, because I'm Stephen A. Smith, I can run for president. I want you to run for president, Stephen A. Smith. Please run for president. I want you to run so I can laugh at your stupid ass. What's up, X-Man? Nah, it's just the coning this dude do, man. Like you just know he gonna cone. Like today with that's some of the Robert Sarver situation. He couldn't bring himself to just say, everybody says this. Everybody's saying this. Even the people who don't agree that he should be banned, they say the punishment was too light. The commissioner didn't go about this the right way. Stephen A. Smith is the only fucking person on television, aside from that fake ass Skip Bayless, who said something to the effect that he was defending Robert Sarver. Well, we don't know all the facts. We don't know all the facts. Man, that's what they say when it comes to one of them being accused of something. You slope-head bitch. You Muppet Babies Grover side face looking motherfucker. Planet's peanut half-head bitch. That dude get on my nerves, man. What's up, Gemini? What's up, AZ the Realist? You know, RJ, that's true because he was a great rebound. He'd be a significant upgrade over Andre Drummond. Great rebounder. Great rebounder, but a great passer and a great outlet passer. He'll fit like the type of offense. He could be a dominating presence defensively in a half court set, but even in a full court set, boom, get the rebound, boom, fast break, throw pass, great passer. So yeah, like you said, with the spacing today, Wes Unseld probably could average like 15 boards, but also he could probably average just as many assists as Nikola Jokic, 7, 8 assists. He won't put up a lot of points. Most of his points will probably be putbacks, dunks, and shit like that. But yeah, I can see Wes Unseld, just my opinion, averaging something like 13 points, 15 rebounds, 7.5 assists. Yeah, Wes would be a definite all-star in this era. Shit, he might even develop a three-point shot. What's up to Quest X with the $5 super chat? He says, been waiting, trying to remember how to do this. It's been a while. All right. Quest X, been waiting to donate to you for a minute, fam. Love the work. Yeah, I really want Stephen A. Smith to run for office so I can be a minister and do videos every damn day. Absolutely. It's been a minute since I did this, y'all, so I'm a little rusty. Yeah, man. Fucking, I want him to run. I want Stephen A. Smith to run for president. I want him. And you're gonna see how much of an incompetent idiot he is. Absolutely. Shout out to QuestX with the $5 super chat. Please subscribe to his channel as well, please. All right, so Richard Jordan, I can't believe Molly is letting Steven. You know, now I don't know if that's true. I can't. Now that I got to say allegedly, but it has been put out there supposedly that he likes women like that. He likes the mixed Mediterranean or Latin. He likes those types of women, man. So I don't know, man. I just if she did do something like that, man, Molly is a disgrace. What's up? The Sports and the Political channel of LB. Please subscribe to his platform as well. That's my brother right there. He gets to the heart of the matter. X-Man says, I'm so happy that Bob McAdoo is finally getting his respect. They put him in the top 75 during the recent anniversary. He was flying under the radar prior to this. Yeah, Bob McAdoo, man. I think Bob McAdoo would be a bona fide top 50 player, perhaps even top 40, had injuries not started affecting him so early in his career. I think about 77, 78, when he was with the Knicks, he started having injuries, and he never regained the form that he had when he was with the then Buffalo Braves, who are now, of course, the Clippers. But during a 3-year stretch in the mid-1970s, Bob McAdoo was a 3-time scoring champion. I believe he was a 1974-75 MVP. I believe during that little stretch when he was MVP, he averaged something around 32 points, maybe 12 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, well over 50% shooting from the floor, 75% from the foul line. He was a unique player in that he played center, but he had the skill set when he went up against bigger players to take his game outside and also go to use his speed and of course drive past him and scoring. But then when he went up against guys who were smaller than him, he could use his 6'10" height as an advantage. So Bob McAdoo was a matchup nightmare. And then of course later on with the Los Angeles Lakers, he wasn't the same player, but he still was a capable enough player to be an asset to them, to the Showtime Lakers. Let's see. LB says, fuck Stephen A. Smith. My people first Williams. He's too strong for this era. They'll call BS fouls on Wes Unseld. Absolutely. I'm reading your stuff. I'm trying to get a little caught up. $225 girl, what's up? I ain't hear from you in a while. No, I'm just chilling. Thought I'll go ahead and go live, man. It's been too long. It's been too long since I went live. Been too long, man. And I had just gotten to the habit of doing videos, but I need to sometimes interact with you guys more. I see B Squirrel says, I see Dominique almost checked Mad Dog for trying to defend their races. Yeah, Mad Dog, man. Look, I like the past, right? I take up for the players of the past, but there's a reason why I do that. And that's because I think a lot of players who paved the way for the NBA or paved the way for whatever respective sport, they don't get the respect that they deserve, and they're being forgotten because they're not here no more. Their families aren't there out there like that no more. Their fan base is dying off, so people are forgetting about them. That's one of the worst things that can happen to a person is that people forget about you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I get irritated. People say, "Why are you talking about LeBron, nigga? You can watch television all day and hear about LeBron James. If I talk about Elgin Baylor on my platform, who cares? But the thing about Mad Dog though is, I think he is so enthralled in the past because it's for different reasons. Have you noticed that it seemed like his peak era for looking at sports seems to cut off in the 80s? I wonder why that is. When they talk about the NBA, it's like after 88, 89, it's like, he kind of like loses his interest and shit. But when you talking about, Pistol Pete, Pistol Pete, Pistol Pete was a terror. Pistol Pete. But once you get to the 90s and all the stars look a certain type of way, like I'm not watching this Coon Fest. I don't know. Shout out to Quest X with the $5 super chat. Says, if Molly let old George Jefferson hairline smash, allegedly, if I was Jalen, I'd have PTSD watching road game commercials. What's up, AJ? What's up, man? Did I see Lemon Pepper Lou? What's up, Lemon Pepper Lou? Y'all subscribe to him too, man. I did an interview with him about what was a week ago. So y'all subscribe to Lemon Pepper Lou as well, man. KB Magic, salute. Yeah, go ahead and send that, Shane. Yeah, go ahead and send that. Billy like Two Raw Brokaw for the Cowboys fans. I ain't done a Two Raw Brokaw video in a minute. Two Raw Brokaw with some devastating news. Okay, I see X-Men says unrelated topic, but wish me luck. I just had an acting audition yesterday, and I've been called back for a second one tonight. Fingers crossed. Hey, man, I hope that you get that, bro. You know, if anybody follow my channel, I'm a big fan of acting, man, and you know, so I hope that works out for you, bro. I seriously do. Follow your dreams, man. Follow your dreams. The worst thing you can do is go through life and not even trying. Don't try to do something. You know what I'm saying? Even if you fail, you know what I'm saying? As long as you tried, you'll feel that like I tried. At least I tried to do something. Rage Man Reg. Man, I was gonna do a video today. I might do it tomorrow. I'm looking at these players, bro. Kyle Kuzma. What's the other one? Jordan Clarkson. These dudes are at New York Fashion Week wearing dresses and makeup and eyeliner. Probably got on wigs and shit in some situations. And then we wonder why they don't speak up about this type of stuff. And the people who they hanging out with, man, the players don't care, man. They're in a total different environment. These players are in a the people they hang around, man, are like New York high 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 society fashion fashionista, uber liberal. And when I say uber liberal, I'm not really talking about. I don't really mean to be talking about politics. It's just they're the people who they hang around, bro. It's they don't care about this type of stuff that we care about. I just put it like that. The players, some of these players, they live in a world where, well, if we just act like racism, if we just ignore it, it'll just go away. I don't know how. I'm just trying to be a peaceful human being, and that's it. And as long as I just don't engage in certain things and just ignore it, it'll go away. I don't know. Special parties. Yep. Oh yeah, LB. That shit disgusting, man. In the last year alone, I done seen Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, Jordan Clarkson, Kyle Kuzma, semi LeBron. I don't know what that was he had on. All these guys wearing skirts. And my thing is, if it's just a fashion thing, why is it only black males? What is this? This country has a fascination with putting black men in dresses and emasculating them. Like it's to me, bro, it shit ain't nothing but like a sexual fetish that some people have, man. That they want to take black men and have these motherfuckers wear dresses and shit. And these players are cool with the shit. Now, it's a lot of stuff that I've heard that I can't go on here and say because I can't prove it. And I don't want to end up being sued like that channel on YouTube where this chick going around saying Nicki Minaj is a cokehead. Y'all hear about that? They're going to start cracking down on channels that do that shit. All these YouTube channels going around spreading false lies about players and shit. Nicki Minaj is the first. But they're going to start suing these motherfuckers, man. So that's why I always emphasize allegedly, or if I don't have any proof of something, I don't talk about it. But I'm just going to say, these players today, man, it's they not built for that shit, man. They don't give a fuck. As long as they get in the bag. Let me see. What's up, Joe Lewis? What's up, Joe Lewis with the $4.99 super chat? Says, love your channel, man. I love your MJ impersonation. Keep up the content. MJ, right? Well, when you go out there in the basketball court, you can't. You gotta bring your A game. You go to the Mecca. It's the ultimate. When I'm on the other court, when my game is on, it's a battle of wheels. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just remember watching a lot of Michael Jordan interviews when I was a kid, man, and I always thought it was funny how he talked and shit, man. Like he, I don't know, man. Michael just got a funny ass way of talking and shit. Cardi B already took one to the cleaners. Yeah, I heard about that. AZ the realist. It was Cardi B. I thought it was Nicki Minaj. No, today it was Nicki Minaj. This was Nicki Minaj that sued. It was on TMZ. It might have been Cardi B before, what y'all talking about, but Nicki Minaj sued somebody today for lying on her, saying that she's a cokehead. Because this channel has a large following. I think it's called what the fuck is it name? Nosy Hawks. Nosy Heaux or some shit like that. Nosy Hawks or something. And I'm looking at that channel, man, and all that motherfucker is doing is going around just gossiping and lying about shit, man. Just presenting gossip as if it's fact. And that's that misinformation bullshit, man. So YouTube gonna start probably cracking down that shit. Devontae says, whoa, whoa. Who's a gay dude? You talking about Devontae? That nosy Hawks? That's a dude? I thought that was a chick. X-Man says MJ has a heavy North Carolina accent, but he's trying to make himself sound professional and corporate, and these are the mixed results. Yeah, I heard some of Michael Jordan's earlier interviews back from like when he was in college and shit, man. And yeah, you could tell he had a very heavy like country accent back then, and like he's tried to normalize his voice and shit, but yeah, it's still that strong fucking country accent and shit. What's up, JMJ? What's up, man? The brother JMJ. Oh, okay. Devontae said everything about something else. What's up, Antoine Williams? How you doing, man? Nah, but yeah, but anyway, man, I'm just tripping off how these players ain't fucking stepping up, man. Like, where are these dudes at though? Like, where literally, like, all bullshit aside, nobody has said anything, to my knowledge. Like Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, who's always on social media stalking people who like criticize him in the comments. LeBron, Russell Westbrook. Where are these motherfuckers at? Donovan Mitchell. Where are these people at, man? Donovan, you're not in Utah no more, so you ain't worry about a Mormon lynching and shit. Like, I mean, you speak your mind a little bit freer. I mean, so that sounds so relaxed. Hillary Clinton. Are you a troll? I don't remember nobody named Hillary Clinton comment on my channel. um, I watched a little bit of it, man, Antoine, but I just can't get into that shit, man. Like I used to. Football. I've tried. I followed a little bit of the Bills game on Thursday evening. I looked at that a little bit, but I just can't get into football like I used to. You know, I don't know what it is, but it was something. I think it's the magic is out of football, bro. It's like, you know, when you was a kid, man, when Pete Rozelle or Paul Tagliabue was the commissioner. I know when I was a kid, you look forward to Monday Night Football. You look forward to Sunday afternoon, you know, looking at football. But it's like as you get older, man, it's just you start looking at these players differently. When we was kids, I don't want to say you look at these players as heroes, but you looked up to them. You kids, you know what I'm saying, or adolescents, you look up to them. But then as you start getting older, you look at these athletes and they're younger than you, so you become more judgmental of them. They put more of their personal lives out there, and then you know, to me, their performances pale in comparison to the salaries that they're making. So they you know they open themselves up to being more criticized. And then some of the other shit that's going on socially, you get older, you become more conscious of stuff. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just look at sports differently, especially football. Oldest Thomas. What's up, Intelligent Cycle? The Jordan impression I did on Loss of Pippen. Shit. But I can see MJ doing that shit though, man. Yeah. Yeah. They don't fuck with the Jordan, son. Take it to the hole, son. Shit. I took this real personal. Yeah. No harm, no foul, son. Shit, I got 6 rings, motherfucker. Oldest Thomas says LeBron going to quote Theodore Roosevelt about the issue and not Malcolm X, the book he claimed he studied. Man, we know that motherfucker ain't read that book. That motherfucker ain't read that book, man. That motherfucker probably had some other shit. I don't know. That motherfucker probably had a goddamn stat sheet in that motherfucker. He didn't read that damn book. But he can quote Theodore Roosevelt. Josh, my thing, I mean, look, this is my thing, man. My thing is, I'm not saying Deshaun Watson is a saint, okay? But it seems to me the worst thing that this guy did, it seems to me, is pick the wrong women to fuck with. And also, it seems like, the guy just like pussy. He's I guess, a whore, right? I mean, that's what you would come away with if you really read the evidence. Deshaun Watson is a whore, right? I mean, I'm just, lack of a better term, But if we say that about a woman in his situation, because let's be honest, like, women generally don't have to pay for shit unless, you just a bust down fat bitch, right? You know what I'm saying? Like an ugly motherfucker, then yeah. Okay, maybe you gotta pay for dick if you like that as a woman. But most women don't have to pay a nigga. Women get offered dick daily, either straight up or in some subliminal way. So women don't have to do that shit. Men, generally, on some level, you're gonna pay. Even if either it's directly, like Deshaun Watson was doing it, or indirectly. Hey, you want can I take you on a date? Sure. Most women know what time it is, but the problem he had was he just picked the wrong women who, when opportunity presented itself to get a bag from him, they lied a little bit. They lied. Brett Favre knowingly took government money that was supposed to go to Mississippi's neediest families and pocketed that shit. The two things are not in the same ball league. What Brett Favre did was criminal. Period. Criminal. It shouldn't even be, you can't even compare the two. I seen some goddamn racist motherfucker. I mean, but Deshaun Watson, I mean, he was accused of 20-something women. Man, come on, man. Yeah, and none of them was found to be criminal offenses. So what's that telling you, man? Shout out to Jazzy J with the $10. I'm so used to saying donation. What's up to Jazzy J with the $10 donation to the channel? Appreciate your content, social media, and the current political culture, climate have taken the pure joy of sports away. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Um, on both sides, to me, on both sides, because I notice a lot of right wing sports channels talk about the woke media, but the problem to me is on both sides because Jason Williams, who I can't stand, but anyway, Jason Williams, he talks about the woke media and the woke side's obsession with race. But every article, every video that Jason Whitlock talks about, excuse me, I hope I said Whitlock. I meant Whitlock. Every video that Whitlock or article he does talks about race, and usually in a demeaning way toward black people. But we're the ones obsessed with race, though. So, but it's on both sides, man. And while I do talk about race on this platform, I'm usually talking about it in a way where one particular side is getting an unfair advantage over the other. You know what I'm saying? That's why I usually talk about race, but you know, Showtime says, what does Dennis do that Draymond doesn't? Well, let's see. Rebound at a record rapid rate. In his prime, Dennis Rodman could guard all 5 positions from center to point guard in his prime with the Detroit Pistons. I've actually seen Dennis Rodman shut down premier players. Now, I'm not saying he always did it because Akeem Olajuwon ate his ass up. If you know what I'm saying. So I'm not going to sit there and say Dennis always shut people down, but I've seen Dennis Rodman shut down Alonzo Mourning. I've seen Dennis Rodman contain Karl Malone. I've even seen Dennis Rodman for an entire half shut down Shaquille O'Neal. So, and to do that in 96 against Shaq is an impressive feat. So I've seen Dennis Rodman, to me, be a more dominant defender, a greater rebounder. And Dennis also doesn't have, although Dennis had all these other things going on around him outside the court, Dennis was a very obedient and structured basketball player. And yeah, he got suspensions. And yeah, he did get technical fouls. But Dennis usually knew when to cut that shit on and off with the Bulls. You could argue that Draymond Green has cost the Warriors at least one championship because of his activities. At least one. And to me, Dennis Rodman was just a more impactful player, man, even without being able to being a great scorer. Like, you're never going to see Draymond Green win Player of the Month in the NBA. Dennis Rodman did that. I've seen Dennis Rodman be a sidekick to Michael Jordan without Scottie Pippen and lead them to the best record in the Eastern Conference. Do you think Steph Curry with Draymond Green could ever have the best record in the Western Conference together? Fuck no. He's just overrated to me, bro. I'm sorry, man. He's just overrated to me, and I just, it is what it is. What's up, T-Bone's Corner? Oh, they didn't, Devontae? They didn't talk about Brett Favre? See, I mean, that's why I don't fuck with them, man. I don't fuck with them. And you would think Stephen A. Smith, with the position that he got, right, why he can't go to his boss and be like, look, boss, look, I've done everything you guys wanted me since I've been back. I've been a loyal employee, you know, for the most part. I've stepped the company line, but it ain't fair that we're not talking about this situation with Brett Favre. I mean, it's just poppycock. I mean, it's just blasphemous that we're not talking about this right here on our network. Shit. They tell nigga what he gonna talk about, and that motherfucker backpedal out the room. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How can you love Dennis but hate Draymond too raw? You just a hater, man. Oh boy. Well, if you think that, bro, you can think it. (2004) Pistons. Yeah, I've talked about them quite a few times, man. The 2004 Pistons. Great damn team, man. I remember when that NBA Finals went down. Anybody that sit up there outside of Detroit, anybody that want to sit up there and talk about, oh, yeah, I thought that was going to win. Nah, most people did not have the Pistons pick to win that series. But I did think that the series was going to be closer than what people thought. But I didn't think that they were going to beat the Lakers. The Lakers just had this aura about them, man. Kobe and Shaq back then, they had this aura about them. Now, Shaq was starting to decline a little bit as a player, but you still got this impression that, man, they're just too talented. They got the experience. That was what, their fourth finals, Shaq's fifth, I think. So you just think to yourself, man, they just got the experience. But man, Detroit had one of the most stifling defenses ever. Like Tayshaun Prince played unbelievable defense on Kobe Bryant in that series, man. If it wasn't for that game winner, Kobe hitting that tying three to send that game into overtime, they would have got swept by the Pistons. Bro, please, let's not go down this road, man. So you say Draymond was a difference maker on the Warriors. So, okay, when Steph Curry and Clay and KD when they were down, why couldn't Draymond at least lead them to 25 to 30 wins? Why couldn't he lead them to 30 wins? Why were they like the worst team in the NBA when those guys were down? If he's the difference maker, if he's the guy, why is it that he couldn't even fucking lead them to 30 wins? I'm not saying even the playoffs, 30 wins. This is the same dude that said on a bad team, I can put up Charles Barkley numbers. Then why couldn't he do what Charles Barkley did in 1990 on a bad fucking team and lead them to 53 wins when the second best player on the team was motherfucking Hershey Hawkins? Why couldn't he do that? Why couldn't he average 27 and 13 like Barkley? At least Dennis Rodman, one year, averaged 10 points and 19 rebounds. He was the player of the month one of those months. I think he averaged 14 points and 25 rebounds for the month. So, no, I don't put him on the same level as Dennis Rodman. I don't. And Dennis Rodman could actually score if he chose to. Dennis Rodman led the NBA in field goal percentage one year. He actually could score if he chose to. Dennis could have averaged 17, 18 points, but he didn't. He didn't want to score. It didn't interest him. Salute to BG. $10 in the super chat says Stephen A. danced the jig as always, and he and NBA players are all on code. The other code. Sad but not surprising. Salute and keep challenging and cooking these motherfuckers with the NBA history and social commentary. Hey man, I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep doing that, BG, and salute to you for the $10 super chat, man. I mean, it's just that Stephen A is so predictable. Like he tries to appease everybody, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work when you try to appease everybody. On some things, you have to take a stand. When you go around trying to like find this middle ground where you're socially acceptable to, I'm just going to be honest, where your opinions are socially acceptable to the Black community, but you're also trying to toe the line so that your commentary is acceptable to the white community and the conservative community and liberal community. All that shit fosters is people not trusting you. People can see what they're being. People know when you're a bullshit artist. That's why whenever Stephen A. Smith gets accused by the majority of something, nobody comes to his defense. All of that ass kissing, all of that buck dancing, and when he said those comments about Shohei Ohtani, what was it, last year? When he said that about no player like him could be an American star because they need an interpreter. Did you see anybody come to his fucking defense? That man had to issue 17 different apologies to try to save his damn job. And they still don't trust him. They still call him a racist, no matter how much ass he kisses. This dude is really arguing about Draymond Green. Hey, bro, look, we just got to agree to disagree. I'm not going to turn this into some Draymond versus Dennis Rodman. I'm not doing it. So if you love Draymond, bro, that's on you. That's on you. What's up, 1D Forever? What's up, brother? Timeout. Hey, Mr. Miles, what's up, bro? Man, what in the hell? Y'all trying to turn it? What the fuck is Draymond? Bro, what the fuck is going on, man? What in the hell is going on? Draymond Green? Y'all hit that like. Please hit the like button when y'all come in here, man. All right, we got 120 some people in the chat, man. That's a record for me. What's up, Daryl Jones? Yeah, I'm live. I'm gonna try to do this more often, man. Especially as the NBA season goes on. Try to do a little bit more often. I used to do a little bit more often a couple years ago, but I just kind of got into the rhythm of doing videos. Zeddy Perry the fourth. Man, it sucks that you're disappointed in these dudes' lack of a response to the Sarver situation. I feel your disappointment. It's just like I said, man. It's not that I want these guys to go out and lose their positions, beat Malcolm X. I'm not saying that, but just to go out and just say, look, man, we can't tolerate this. Look, we can't tolerate this in today's environment, in today's world, owner or not. That's the problem now with people like Robert Sarver is that they don't think the rules apply to them. And when you think about it, with all of the enablers in the media, shit, can you blame them? Can you blame them? Deshaun Watson received a prolonged a prolonged social media lynching, in my opinion. Right? Robert Kraft was at an actual spa where that action was against the law. And you had people defending him. I mean, who cares? Who cares if the guy's getting it? Who cares? But you cared when Deshaun Watson was, for some reason, he was this big, intimidating criminal. Y'all made him out to be, not y'all, I'm talking about the media, made him out to be Debo and shit. Okay, but Jamie, look, this is what I'm trying to say, man. Look, all right, let's say a guy that's sexually promiscuous, right, in his life. Let's say before he was famous, or from the time that he was an athlete in high school until he got his first contract. Let's say he had sex overall with 30 women. That's plausible. I'm not saying Wilt Chamberlain here, but during a 5-year span, let's say he was real promiscuous. He had sex with 30 women. Nothing serious, but he just had sex with these women. One of them accuses him of making her uncomfortable. Not rape, but uncomfortable. And she's trying to sue him for $1 million. You don't think any of those other women are going to think in their minds sometime when he was kissing them, they was like, no, I don't want to, come on, bro. Are we serious? If an opportunity presented itself for a lot of people to make money or to get free money, basically, they're going to invent shit in their heads. Well, okay, yeah, well, he did make me feel uncomfortable. I guess that time, yeah. Yeah, when I think about it, yeah, he did make me uncomfortable. Because it's the problem I have with this is they can never prove that he did anything criminal. And they never came at him from a criminal offense. Like the Bills kicker, boom. I believe she filed criminal charges against him. So that means that she wanted him to pay criminally. She felt like that something was done to her wrong. But people that wait 8 years or 3 years or 5 years and then come with a civil suit, man, I don't know, man. I'm just very, I'm just, I don't know. Maybe he did, man. Maybe some of y'all right, and maybe he did do something wrong. But in these situations, I just see too often where the pattern is when women all of a sudden want to jump on the money train. When the money comes up, then all of a sudden they come out the woodworks. That's the problem I have. Right. LB just said it. They went to 2 different counties, and both times they said no. So like I said, man, just based upon the evidence, and maybe I am wrong, but it just seemed like the worst thing that he was is he was a slut. He's a male slut that likes pussy. I mean, that's why I see it more as an attack on male masculinity. But when a woman like Madonna or all these other ones brag about having sex with all these different guys, somehow that's been twisted into female empowerment. And that's why I'm so sensitive to this shit, because it's like they're trying to reverse the gender norms. You know, they're trying to make us into the the feminine inferior sex, or at least in the black community, at least. And I just have a problem with that, man. What's up to J Love with the let's just say $10 super chat. He says, I enjoy your content. And you're one of the few content creators I respect. What's up, man? You know, I mean, all I can say is, man, I just try my best, bro. And I try to do the best I can as far as putting out content. I try to know what I'm talking about. I try to be at least semi-educated in the topics I talk about. And I really, truly appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I really do. I'd be nowhere without you guys. Even the trolls, even the trolls that don't like me. Y'all must love me because you keep coming back. You know, you keep coming back. So much respect to J Love for the super chat. He said he's still letting Miles Bridges run scot-free training with Trae Young and Victor Oladipo. Well, I mean, I don't have nothing against Victor Oladipo and Trae Young training with him. I mean, they're basketball players. That's their job. But I do have an issue with this woman showed evidence of him beating her ass. And you had some people still trying to justify it, man. You know, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, man, but sometimes, man, I just be wondering if people got like this. Some people just got a hatred of women, man, and it's fucked up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want some piece of shit dude hitting on your mom and shit, beating her like she a fucking dude. And I understand, you know, that women can press your buttons, man, but in this society, man, you can't go around doing no shit like that. You can't go around doing no bullshit like that, man. Only look, to me, my philosophy of women is like this. With the sole exception of when your life is in danger, for the most part, just walk away from them, man. Just walk away from them because it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Shout out to Avery Walton for the super chat. It says, what's good, Terrell? Is this your first live? Nah, but it's my first one in a long time. It's my first one in a long time. I went live a little bit more frequently about 2 years ago, 2000, I think 19, 20 into 2021. But then I just started just doing videos. You know what I'm saying? Emperor Palpatine says, I respect your content. I just wish he would stop hating on LeBron so much. I mean, look, you see it as hating. I feel you. I know you're a fan of his and shit. It's just that LeBron, to me, does certain things that, as a basketball player, that I just don't fuck with, man. Like, there's no way LeBron doesn't see how the media treats Russell Westbrook. LeBron James has the power to stop that shit. He has the power to stop that shit. He has so many people in place in the media that are cool with him, or, as some of us suspect, are in some ways affiliated with Clutch Sports. He has the power to stop that, but he chooses not to because he knows it's beneficial to him. And that shit bothers me, man. It does. It bothers me because people will say I'm hating on a black man, but I'll say this. How many black men have been thrown under the bus to protect LeBron James? I never saw Michael Jordan throw Scottie Pippen under the bus. Never. Never. I've never seen him do that shit. And he could have. He could have. If you remember the migraine series, that migraine game, I know Michael probably was itching to do it, but he would have been a bad teammate doing that shit. That game was Scottie Pippen's fucking fault for the most part. They could have beaten Detroit in game 7. I'm still of the opinion, y'all, that the Bulls could have won 7 championships because I think they could have won it in 90. But, we'll never know. But at the end of the day, that's just one of a few things that bother me with LeBron James. But outside of basketball, I fuck with LeBron James on a lot of shit. I do. I fuck with him. Yeah, I know Emperor Palpatine. I know. I'm not trying to lump you in with people that, hate Russ, but don't like for LeBron to get no smoke. I'm not trying to lump you in with them, but it just, it just bothers me, man. You know what I'm saying? The King of Ruckus. Pippen will always be one of my favorite players, but I lost respect for him off the court with what he's been doing. I, I think Dennis Rodman was right, man, when Dennis said that he thought that money was the root of that. When it was reported that Mike had got $10 million and nobody else got paid, and then it came out that Michael Jordan got $4 million and he donated to charity. Dennis thinks that money was at the heart of that, and I agree with that because I don't understand why Scottie is so angry, man. Because over the years, I've seen Jordan give Jordan give Scottie Pippen so much respect. I've seen him constantly when he inducted into the Hall of Fame. He said, "I would have won none of my championships without Scottie Pippen." And I don't understand why Scottie just constantly has this thing. Like he just needs to be seen on the same level or higher than Mike. And Scottie, look, bro. I watched those games. You did a good job without Mike, but you couldn't do it. You couldn't. I saw you on national television, pointed your shoes. You was wearing Air Jordans. You pointed Jordan and said, "Come back." We saw that. But now you want to say you're the GOAT or you're better than Mike? Insinuating? Come on now, Scottie. Come on. Yeah, he was. He was. He was very underpaid. But that was partially his fault too. That was partially his fault, man. Whenever the general manager and the owner warn you about signing a long-term contract, but you sign it anyway, because you were selling yourself short, but you did it anyway, that was Scottie's fault. What Scottie should have did in 1991, he should have signed a 2-year contract, right? But Scottie didn't believe in himself. Scottie signed a 7-year contract. What he should have signed was a 2-year contract. By 1993, now you're a 3-time NBA champion, and you're rapidly being seen as one of the top 10 players in the league. Now you got leverage. Now the Bulls, especially with Jordan being going to go in retirement, depending on whenever he signed the contract, now you got to get more money. But you're the one, penciled yourself into, what was it, a 7-year, $17 million contract? That ain't shit. He said he coming back. Not come back. He's just a Michael fan. First of all, when he did that, if I'm not mistaken, it was rumors. You dickhead. It was rumors. Block your ass. Kiss my ass. First of all, when he did that, it was rumors. I don't believe it was confirmed yet, if my memory serves me correctly, that he was coming back. But it was rumors. You goddamn dickhead. What's up, TT? Yeah. I'm a Yeah, I'm gonna do that, man. I gotta get reacclimated with this thing, with the wrenches and shit, man. It's been a while since I've done this, but yeah, I'm gonna start issuing out more wrenches. Let's see. Here come the trolls now. Russell Westbrook had a chance to stop the media when they was talking about Carmelo Anthony. He was at Oklahoma City, but you said nothing and did nothing. What goes around comes around. Okay. Didn't think that I was. I don't. I don't. You know. I didn't think that Russ was perfect, but and I don't know what the fuck they got to do with the LA situation. But okay, that's fine. You see the difference between me and LeBron Dick Licks. You see, I don't get mad. Like, okay, yeah, there's probably truth for what you're saying. I'm not gonna get physically upset because you said something about Russell Westbrook. He's just a basketball player who, on some level, I enjoy watching play. But what Russell Westbrook eats doesn't make me shit. So, okay. Let me see something. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying, TT. Yeah, the next time I go live, I'm gonna start issuing out some wrenches and shit. You said, "Yo, why they act like the Redeem team was Bron's team?" Well, that's some hindsight shit, man. That's some hindsight shit. At the end of the day, it's a reason why they asked Kobe Bryant to come back to that team. I mean, asked Kobe Bryant to be on that team. It's the reason why. Okay. Um, I just I don't know, man. It's just sad how most of the stories about Kobe Bryant nowadays, it's always something negative. They talked about how LeBron supposedly got on Coach K to tell Kobe to stop playing hero ball, and he was hurting the team and all this bullshit, which is a goddamn lie. I don't know, man. I'm just disgusted with the mainstream media sometimes, man. I really am. Yeah, Jazzy J. If I'm not mistaken, I think the triple doubles that Russell Westbrook have gotten, last time I saw, I think he had like a 74% winning percentage. 74%. When he was in OKC, it was around 80%. So that standard line that Russ's numbers don't matter when he gets triple doubles is not conducive to winning. That's not true. Because when you look at their record, when he was in OKC, when you look at the team's record when he got a triple double versus when he didn't, it was higher when he had triple doubles. But this line that somehow when he got triple doubles it didn't matter, that was bullshit. Especially in those games in OKC when KD was gone, the MVP season, and then the next year, I think the 3 years he was in OKC before he was traded. When in those games when he got triple doubles, they had a much higher win percentage than when he didn't. OKC, yeah, but I think they lost in the first round every damn year though. One of those years they lost to Utah. Another year they lost to Portland, and trying to remember another year they made the playoffs or not. But I think they lost in the first round every year though. Hey Terrell, do you think people have lost respect for Adam Silver for not banning Robert Sarver like he did with Donald Sterling? Um, I know I have, but I didn't have much respect for him any goddamn way. Adam Silver, man, the way he's ruined the goddamn game. All that stupid shit they've added. The tournament and the mid-season tournament shit they talking about adding and all this dumb crap. I'm like this. If you've already been sort of iffy with Adam Silver anyway, this decision definitely does not help. If you're part of the status quo community, um, it probably doesn't affect you. You probably don't even care. Um, I doubt that many NBA players, even if it does bother them, they really not going to speak much about it. They're not going to speak out about it. So I don't think it's going to hurt Adam Silver in the long run. I don't think it's going to hurt him. Unfortunately, it's not going to hurt him unless some of these players speak their minds, and they're not. So at the end of the day, it's going to really be contingent upon the players to put pressure on these owners who are really the bosses of Adam Silver to make a move with Sarver. But I don't know. Winners train, losers complain. LDBC, what's up, brother? You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember in the 70s, I can't remember his name anymore, man. But back when Lawrence O'Brien was the commissioner, the deputy commissioner was a brother. The deputy commissioner was a brother, and Stern was like third in command or fourth in command. But somehow, wink wink, the black dude kind of got outmaneuvered for leadership, and I think he got pushed out the NBA. I can't remember his damn name. He died a couple of years ago. But Adam Silver is just. I say this about Stern, man. Stern was a motherfucker in a lot of ways, but Stern would at least put his foot down about some shit, man. Adam Silver is too much of a fucking pussy. And too raw. YouTube not sending notifications for my channel, bro. Yeah. Yeah, this is a problem, man. This is a big problem with YouTube. And I want y'all please subscribe to his channel, man. Please subscribe to this brother's channel right here, the sports and political channel of LB. The way that YouTube is doing his channel is real dirty. They do not send out his notifications. I mean, it's constant. I have to check oftentimes his channel. They don't send out his notifications, bro, and it's fucked up. Hey, what did Kendrick Perkins say, LB? Oh, by the way, matter of fact, wait a minute. Oh, you say he dropped the ball? What's up, James? I believe it's the link if anybody want to come in. I'm a little bit rusty, man. I had to figure out how to do that shit again. Absolutely, James. Absolutely, I'm gonna keep doing that. What's up, LB?
Man, normally the roles would be reversed.
Yeah. Yeah, I went ahead and decided to go live today, man. I said, man, the hell with those videos. I just want to talk to the people today. What's up, James?
Salute, my brother. Salute.
What's up, TT?
What up, Two Raw? What's going on, James? What's going on?
Trunks, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? Long time no see, man. God bless. What's up?
Yeah, long time, man.
What's up, LB? I subscribe to your channel, LB.
Thank you, dog. Thank y'all for subscribing to the real, man. What's up,
Yes,
Two Raw,
sir.
man? Long time no see, man. What's up, bro? You be dropping those knowledgeable videos. We need some of these live streams on here to cook some of these buck dances, man.
James, you took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was telling him in the comment section, bro. We need more of this.
Come on, Barry White. Let's get it together, baby. You got the deep voice, man. Get on them niggas, man.
He don't know, but he's the guy that introduced me to Ticket and everybody else. I was on his channel first, so I want to hear what Two Raw got to say. So, come on, Two Raw.
Man, you know, Two Raw OG, man. I fuck with him. Him, LB, all them niggas was on here before me, so I always salute the real, man. I don't hate on nobody.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I just want them to keep pushing, man. I know they be fucking over that real, but let's keep pushing, man. We got to push through that shit. It ain't gonna be easy. You know that.
Damn right.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm just at first I was talking about Stephen A. Smith, but shit, it's pretty much an open topic video. Whatever y'all want to talk about.
So well, hold up, Two Raw. That's why I jumped on here. What did George Jefferson III looking like won't be? What he said?
I mean, it's just the same typical shit, man.
Steady buck dancing, huh?
Yeah, just basically like protecting Robert Sarver and shit, man. Like, well, look, allegedly, we you know, look, Monty Williams said he never heard it. James said he never heard him. You know, and then he said this shit. Look, a lot of people who are accusing him, you could say they don't like Robert Sarver. Like trying to say like Earl Watson don't like him, so he lying about. I'm like, man, Stephen A. Smith is such a fucking buck dancing ass cool nigga, man. Just a minstrel show ass nigga, man.
I know I heard of bootlickers, but that nigga a coon licker, huh? Bro, they got to stop this shit. That's why we need y'all to keep pushing, man. Like I keep saying, bro, this shit got to stop at some day. We gonna out voice these niggas' opinion because to be honest with you, they listen to us more anyway. Nigga almost watch First Take and ESPN and all that. You know what I mean? FS1. I don't be fucking with that shit. I rather tune into y'all, man. I swear on my grandparents.
James, you be taking all the words out of my mouth. I said the same thing today. I don't even watch that stuff no more because they lie so much. I tune into the YouTube streets. That's where I get the real from. From all y'all.
Y'all doing a good job, bro. Y'all breaking that shit down, calling it down the middle. No favoritism. And especially you two, Raw. You a historian of the game. So we need you, big brother.
Yeah. I need to be out there more, man. I had to the rut of making videos, man. But yeah, I need to start doing more live streams, man. Because you know, they finally, James, they finally talking about the Brett Favre shit. I know you don't fuck with football, but you know they finally talking about the Brett Favre shit on Fox Sports now.
But what took them so long, bro? If that was a black nigga, that shit would have broke the news. You know that?
Yeah.
That should be on every fucking platform, even CNN. You know what I mean? Local news. Yeah. Brett Favre from Mississippi, but they talking about him in Texas like he from Texas. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't understand that, bro. They should stop that shit, bro. Call that shit down the middle. Whoever violate, bro, they get punished for it. Like y'all said, how the hell y'all made this man sell his team when he did just something worse than him, but he get a $10 million fine and a year ban? Come on, bro, that's not right.
Yeah, it don't make no damn sense. Let me give a shout out right quick. Shout out to JJ Chillin 702 with the super chat, $2 super chat. Says love the channel, keep up the good work. Well, I'm gonna
Salute, Queen.
Yeah, salute. So I'm gonna try to keep doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Try to going here live a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You know, interact with you guys, man. Chop it up and really go at some of these motherfucking buck dancing ass motherfuckers in fucking media and in the NBA.
Yo, too raw to be straight up with you. The reason why I don't talk on YouTube a lot, because I listen to a lot of people's channels, because I be just like James, bro. I'd be mad as hell because I don't like when people lie about the game and what really happened, and they be all in their heads and their emotions about all this stuff, and it ain't that personal, bro. Look, if it's a fact and it happened, it's a fact. If it's a fact that LeBron James is a role player, he's a role player, and I agree with you, James, on that. He ain't nothing but a talented role player and that played the game, because he is not no leader, bro. And I don't want to get on to LeBron James thing. I can sit here and talk about that all day long, but all I'm talking about is facts. If somebody proves something that's true, how are you going to argue against somebody that says something that's true? And that's what I don't understand, why these dudes lie so much on YouTube, bro. They lie to death.
Know what I hate too? To piggyback on what you said, they'll come up and say he got a role player mentality, but he ain't a role player. Well, nigga, that's a role player. He think like a role player. Well, nigga, that's a role player. You know how many niggas I heard say that shit, dog? Like, it's just mind-boggling to me, man. Don't straddle the fence because you're going to cut your balls up on them spikes, man. Either you jump over, you don't.
Exactly. The dude's a role player, bro.
But I'm mad at Stephen A. Smith, bro, because he don't want to let that $10 million go for nothing. Not too raw. You see this shit? This nigga trying to get the $20 million buck dancing. Come on, man. Sit your coon licking ass down, man. What's up, LBs? I see you in the building.
Yeah, man. Sorry, man. That fell up, man, because I hit a bad area. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, this part of Virginia, man, these motherfuckers, man, I swear to God, man, they can't let me shine for nothing. Anyway.
You know, Virginia.
As far as Stephen A. Smith, fuck that nigga, man. I don't like that motherfucker, yo. Straight up. That motherfucker is a cool to the 10th power, yo. For real. If it ain't about... I swear to God, man, there ain't no boots that motherfucker won't lick. And ain't enough ass out there that motherfucker won't kiss. And there ain't much pinky rings out there that motherfucker won't kiss either. He's a fucking cool ass nigga, man. I can't stand that motherfucker, yo. Man, every time I think about that motherfucker, it make my goddamn blood boil.
I used to think he was a cool dude in the beginning, but then he started letting that slip show, bro. And he started showing his real colors, man. And I was like, oh, here we go. They got another one of these dudes out there.
We all
the power of the money, dog. Money will change anybody, bro. And they'll forget where they come from ASAP. But the thing that I learned, bro, you can't take none of this shit with you, so you might as well stand on something.
We all thought that, man, first.
Yeah, he stand on something, all right. He stand on white supremacy. He stand for white supremacy. That will make him a sellout. Period.
All that talking he did previously was to get into the door. And once he got in the door, he showed us his real colors.
Yeah,
my bad, too, Ryan. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. My bad.
No, you good, bro. You good. Y'all go ahead.
You good. No, I was just saying, you know, we all thought he was cool at first. Like when he first came out, he seemed cool. He was different. He kind of reminded you a little bit of what's the old boy that passed away?
Stuart Scott.
Yeah. He kind of
you know he took his shit though too, Raw. He took everything from Stuart Scott.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Go ahead.
He took it and shit.
He go from Stuart Scott to Stuart Little.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Stephen A. Smith, he once had a whole Twitter post where he said he does whatever he can to keep his bosses happy. So I knew what energy was coming in with from that point on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sweet.
I forgot about that though too, Rob. When he said that, I wake up to find a way how to
boss some money. How can I get some of that?
Yeah,
This
that's
nigga
what
crazy.
he referred. He was a buck dancer.
I remember when he said that too. I remember
He's
when
a
he
shoe
said that.
shuffling, spit shoe shining, go sell out the motherfucker. He be one of them dirty dick deacons that be passing around the collection plate with his 5-button dusty ass suits on church on Sunday. Cause you know every dirty dick deacon got a shape up with a bald spot in the back of their head.
Look, or Elby, they got a pushback like he got one of them preacher pushbacks. His
That
forehead is
nigga
so
got
damn
a
big.
Lionel Jefferson lining, huh? You see, Lionel was losing all this fucking hair on the Jefferson running behind Jenny. Stephen A. Smith down bad, bro. These niggas going bald at a young age, bro. This nigga, shit, bro. How you go? That means you stressing, bro. You know you down bad, but all you see is the dollar sign. That's why I'm glad Ticket dropped that video. Is these dudes sellouts behind that bag? I told y'all that when I first jumped. Put 10 million on the table and put 10 niggas at that table. I guarantee you 8 of them motherfuckers walk away with that bag and forget their manhood and what they was taught how to be a man and all that shit. Them niggas
Right.
worrying about that money. And that money ain't gonna go with you when you die. That money ain't gonna last forever if you still dumbfounded and don't know how to fucking manage it because you ain't no go-getter yourself. Like your boy said, you ain't no fucking leader. You ain't no boss. All these niggas is followers, man. Shit. Steph Curry about to get $1 billion, so he ain't gonna speak out on it.
And here's
But
the
you
thing,
on this
though,
bitch
James.
talking about you want KD back. Man, speak on the real shit, nigga. Nobody want to hear about that shit.
Exactly. The thing is, man, the truth is so much more juicier than all the lies they tell. When you tell the real, that's entertaining to me. You know what I'm saying? We can get into the truth and like break that thing down and break it down and break it down and break it down to its most minute point, man. But when you tell lies and stuff, all that does is create confusion, gives niggas headaches, and it creates a whole bunch of like controversy, bro. Because ain't nobody gonna tell me, because I'm 46, ain't nobody gonna tell me what I saw when I was growing up, like Jordan and them dudes playing as hard as they were and the league being the way it was, that was all false. And now I'm going to accept the league today as being better than that. And it wasn't. Ain't nobody going to tell me that. I know what I saw, bro.
They have to do that.
I know what I saw.
I think that's called the eye test, T.
The reason they have to do that is the reason they have to do that is because the players that they're trying to promote these players at like as the best point guard or the best power forward or the greatest of all time, but they resume not speaking enough, don't speak for itself.
Brother, say that again, bro.
I just about to say that. I just about to say that, man. I appreciate you for pointing that out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brother, say that again. Ain't nobody the greatest of all time. You get swept twice in the finals. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm from this generation. Like I got common sense, and I'm not about to say just like accept that fucking LeBron is the greatest of all time because he plays in this generation and stupid shit like that. Like, come on, bro. You got to come with the facts. You got to come with the facts. You got to come with a resume. You got to your shit got to speak. I don't view that. I don't view him like that.
Yeah, but Adam Silver looked like he lost all credibility today, bro. If you ask me, Adam Silver lost all credibility today. I mean, like I said on Ticket Challenge, he was out there doing all this explaining and all this like he about to get an orgasm or something. And it's like, come on, man. Come on. You was when back in 2014 when he first became commissioner and all that, he was forthcoming. He was his tone was clear, concise. There was no like he jacking off the gay porn. None of that shit. He was clear, concise, and to the point. He put the hammer down when the hammer needed to be put down. Now all this explaining, all this well, you know, I apologize and well in this line I said we had look, the fact of the matter is this motherfucker should not be an owner right now. This motherfucker should not even be owner of a fucking local dry cleaner, let alone be a goddamn owner of the Phoenix Suns. He dropped the ball big time. Don't worry, on my YouTube channel, stay tuned, because I'm about to drop the fucking casket on this shit.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. That dude should not be a fucking owner in this league, man. I mean, when you look at what he was accused of and the things that the NBA found him guilty of, it's to me supersedes the shit that they removed Donald Sterling's ownership from. It supersedes that. So I don't know if they're afraid of, Robert. I'm assuming a part of it might be they're afraid that Robert Sarver gonna come out and spill the beans about some shit. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is ridiculous.
And didn't Rachel Nichols also get removed for something way shorter than what the other dude?
Yeah.
Like we've seen people.
Yeah, she was just hating on. She was just hating on Maria Taylor because the executives at ESPN was trying to get her in the position Rachel Nichols was currently at. She didn't like that, and there was, and hey, it is what it is. Women gonna do that type of shit, man. Well, some women, not all of them, but anywho.
What I love to be interesting. I think it's be interesting how exactly the players respond, because what I've been telling people, like they don't understand. Like it's not simple. It's not that simple where every player can just come out and just take a stance on whatever they want to take and not risk anything. Like the reason players take as many stances as they do today is because they have so much money and it's more acceptable. The culture and stuff has changed. It's not like they can just pop up and just say whatever they want. That's what they don't understand about players back then in the 80s and 90s. Like it wasn't like they could just say whatever they wanted anytime they wanted and expect no backlash or no like removal of their job. Remember, Craig Hodges got blackballed. He was on the Bulls team when they was winning chips. He was crucial to the Bulls winning chips, and they blackballed him midway through the three-peat.
Yep, because he wore that thing to the White House.
I believe it was dashiki, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he wore that dashiki to the White House.
Yeah, and I remember what's his name, Rodman. Remember Rodman? He the best, one of the greatest rebounders and defenders ever, was on the verge of being blackballed because they were tired of his antics. Like think about how weird it is. You could be one of the greatest defenders and one of the greatest rebounders ever the game has ever seen, but in the middle of your career, you're about to get blackballed by the entire league because they had enough of his antics and shit.
Yeah, he said that David Stern told him if he gets another tattoo, he was going to be kicked out of the league. How stupid does that sound today?
It's as stupid as it sounds.
Yeah. But I guess this also just shows us that the players are not as outspoken and as conscious as we tend to want to think they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of players are being exposed. Like me personally, I'm not saying the players need to be Malcolm X. I'm not saying risk your career.
Right.
But I mean, you can still come out with some type of calculated statement. I mean, just something. The allegations against Robert, especially the Phoenix Suns players. The one guy I really look at with a funny eye is Chris Paul. Okay, the position you've been in the last 8 years until you were replaced by C.J. McCollum. You were the president of the Players Union. You're supposed to be this.
Hey, Tua.
Go ahead.
Hey, no, I know you got people waiting backstage.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that. What's up, Real Money?
What's up, man? Salute, man. I want to just come on here and salute to the panel in the chat. Give you your flowers, man. I appreciate you touching on this subject, man. The whole LDBC, man, y'all be on it, man. Y'all are realers out here, man. I watch all the videos, hit the likes up, man. Even some of the stuff I don't agree with you on, man. I can understand where you be coming from with it, and like your content different, man. So I appreciate you, man, with this conversation because this needs to be talked about right here. A lot of people quiet on this right here, man. So, man, I appreciate you going live, man. This is my first time catching a live from you. I've been subscribed for maybe about 8-9 months. You popped up in the feed off of Ticket. So I heard some of them videos, man. I subbed up after the first or the second one. So, man, I just want to say appreciate that, man. Because this needs to be talked about.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that you like the content, man. Shout out to the LDBC in general, man. And I want to give a shout out to my partner in crime right here, LB. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, man.
Yeah, I think LP just dropped out. It might be the early day in, but yeah, man. You know,
Yeah,
yeah. But go ahead, give me your take on what's going on.
Them being quiet is crazy because it's like I bet you when election time come around, it's getting ready to come up midterms. Somebody gonna make a post. Something gonna happen. Somebody gonna make a post, and they gonna get us all riled up. It's almost like they're told, "Hey, you need to go and talk about this or talk about that," and get all the black people riled up and all that stuff like that. So that's all it is, man. And then when it's real issues, when it's the other side, and you really can come up and say something. You ain't got to stone the person, but let everybody know, hey, we see what's going on. You know, justice was served, justice wasn't served, or whatever the case may be. Whatever, give an opinion on it, at least. Because you tweet about everything else, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. For the most part. So that's how I look at it, man. It's they real quiet on it. Especially the major players. Those 4 guys who were supposed to have been Melo, Wade, Paul, and LeBron. Remember they did that little award thing ceremony, and they were standing up there with their arms behind their back and all that crazy stuff like that. You know, you're standing up for justice with that, but come on, man, let's because the energy always different when it's on the other side. And that's all we saying. We're not out here trying to say when we do something wrong that we justifying it. We just want the same energy. That's all it is. We tired of having 2 Americas. And that's all to it. That's my whole take on it.
Oh, I'm going to the bus.
I was saying like these I think like Adam Silver a couple of years ago had passed a rule about people speaking on political topics or something like that. I don't remember what year it was. Was it like 2020 or 21? I don't know. But I think he had passed a rule saying that they couldn't speak on political topics. So I think it's clear he was around that point. It was a turning point. He was trying to move in a different direction.
I'm cool with that. You know, if you're gonna say something, then you got to keep it going. If you ain't gonna say nothing, then don't say nothing. Me personally, when certain stuff happen that needs to be talked about, I say something about it. You know, you ain't got to go crazy. You ain't got to lose your contracts, your endorsements, or nothing like that. But to each his own. But the reason why he probably made and implemented that rule, you know, that 2020 bubble, they had that BLM on the court, and the ratings went down. The ratings plummeted. And the reason why, a lot of people, you know how it is out here. Some people don't like that. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. And the NBA had got political side, especially when Milwaukee canceled that game and they didn't come out of that dressing room and they didn't tell nobody. And it was a big rah-rah about that. When that incident happened in Milwaukee. And it was a whole lot of stuff going on. So they lost money behind it. So now they don't even want to touch none of that stuff if they can help it. That's probably why they did that.
I agree, man. First and foremost, salute, fellas. Salute to Rock. Hey, how you guys doing?
What's going on?
I'm good.
But my whole thing on this situation, like, I'd like to second you, like, because, like, I agree with everything you said. Like, they pick and choose what issues they want to speak up on, and you know, like, it's very, you know, selective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for Stephen A to say all that man protected, because when it comes to black man spitting on the curb and ain't no video. I'm just giving an example. It can be the
Yeah.
smallest little stuff, and they already
First,
guilty before
yeah,
the court come out. Anything like that, they already guilty. He all
all
down their
facts.
throat. And then with this guy, he's saying, allegedly and this and that and all that stuff like that. We ain't got all the evidence and the facts ain't all the facts ain't in and blah 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 and all that stuff like that. Same way with I appreciate you with that story too, Raw, about Brett Favre. They just not said something today about it. They probably said something back then, but it was maybe like a 10-minute segment that I
Right.
seen with the Brett Favre. Now, I get Shannon Sharp. I don't know. They had some beef in the past, but he went in on them, rightfully so. But they quiet about that, real quiet. And they trying to touch the story up a little bit, and they only giving about 25-30% of what really happened, and not the whole gist of the story. Because this story this been going on for a while. It's just not catching steam now.
Yeah, it's been going on for months, and like
Yes.
you said, it's always been so like in the underground. Certain independent social media content creators been talking about it, but not the mainstream content creators. And then, like I said, maybe like the last 2.5 weeks, it's finally started catching some traction. You know, like I said, I talked about it. I saw the Young Turks, I think, talk about it. Some of the other bigger content creators on YouTube, and now finally you start to see them talk about it. But on ESPN, all they did was run a goddamn across the scroll. They still ain't talk about it on First Take.
Yeah, I ain't seen it on First Take.
That's why I just have no respect for Stephen A. Smith, man. None.
Nope. They get to live off in the sunset, do they wrong, break their crimes, pay a fine here, a fine there, and live their life, and everything's still good. Their name don't get tarnished, none of that stuff like that. They good to go. But when it come to us, you jaywalk, it's over with. You out the league, anything, man. So it's at first it wasn't so. With social media, it's more obvious now. You got guys like y'all pointing it out, people commenting on it, watching it, and all that stuff like that. And there's only so much these platforms, YouTube, Facebook, etc., can do, trying to keep it down, because they straddle y'all numbers. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all got some of the best content. The only time I'll watch them is to go back, like that story, I'll catch it from one of y'all first, and then I'll go and look at it and see what's and compare and contrast and do it like that. I don't even watch them guys no more, because I get all my basketball content from guys who know what they talking about. Not nobody opinion or how they feel and hollering and all that stuff like that. I get and you get to interact with people from all over the world, and you get their opinion on it and all that. It get hectic sometimes, but you get it's entertainment. So they don't get my view no more. Every now and then, when it's a big story, or if I'm trying to see if they talked about something, then I go and I take a look at it. But for the most part, man, I don't watch them guys no more.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to drop off a little bit, but I want to ask you guys one question, because this person put this up in the super chat. So I just want to ask a quick question. Sweet Chris of mine, a super chat. Well, thank you for the $1.99 donation. It said, Karl Malone or Dirk Nowitzki?
Malone.
All right. I think
that was hard.
Yeah, it's difficult. My brain, something's telling me to go with Malone, but okay, okay. I think we have to look at it like this. Are we saying who's had the better career or who's the better player?
Yeah, Dirk had the better career.
Yeah.
And the championship only makes top that off.
Right.
But Malone was the better player.
I'll go with that. Go with that. That's probably what my trepidation was. I think Nowitzki had a better career. And I also think Nowitzki overall did more with less.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He did more with less. The only thing that you could argue and call, this is my opinion now, because some people always say I think I know everything. No, I don't. I just give my opinions, and that's it. But the one thing I'll argue and cause favor, I know you won a championship, but you could argue that Stockton Malone, if you look at every year they went to the playoffs, they had some of the toughest competition in the history of the NBA.
Mhm.
If you
Yeah,
look
they
at
did.
every year who they had to go up against, whether it was Showtime Lakers, Barkley and the Suns, Olajuwon Rockets, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp and the Sonics, Dirk Nowitzki's Dallas Mavericks in the early stages, Weber and the Kings, Shaq and Kobe's Lakers,
Yep.
a lot of the later Rockets teams were Barkley, Olajuwon, and Drexler and Pippen. Portland Trailblazers with Clyde Drexler and the Denver Nuggets team with Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf and
The Rockets, the
yeah,
'97
yeah,
Rockets.
the Rockets, the championship Rockets teams. Man, they had Run TMC. They went up against. When I looked at that, bro, I said, "Damn, are we being unfair to these motherfuckers?" They
Yes.
went up against. You gotta look at it, bro. I might do a video about that tomorrow. They went up against the toughest competition that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I recall Shaq saying that he admitted that Phil Jackson was scared to have them go against the Jazz because
Yeah,
they played high IQ defense and ball movement, so they kept tanking that their seed so that they
Yeah.
didn't match up with the Jazz.
yeah. Phil Jackson admitted it. That they were a matchup nightmare for the Lakers, and that they purposely, I think, in '99 and 2000, they were avoiding them. They were avoiding.
And like I said, '97. Remember '97 when '97 they had Hugh, they had Hakeem, they had Drexler, and they had Barkley. People thought they was gonna make a deep run, but it didn't. It just didn't pan out when they went against the Jazz. The Jazz had to beat them to make it to the finals.
Jazz in the beat
Yeah,
down.
they were a little. They were 2 years older. They were
Yeah.
2 years younger. It would have. Ooh, that would have been.
Yeah, the only reason they didn't, the only reason they don't have a chip is, like I said, is probably because of him, because he ran to the Bulls. They ran into the Bulls. I mean, arguably that is the epitome of what you want in a team, beating all that
Yeah,
great competition.
and them games came. All them games was close. So it
Yeah.
ain't like the Bulls just went in and they made Jordan work for them.
Yes.
Them rings, Jordan worked for them. I think
Yes.
them was the most rings he ever had to work for. When he
I think
played
his
with,
second three-peat was more impressive than his first three-peat because of that, them Jazz series.
Yeah.
Hey, Sweet Chris of mine made a good point. Now it's a team game, so I wouldn't just say Malone did it, but he said Malone swept the Lakers with 4 All-Stars in 1998.
I ain't think about that.
Jeez.
Man, he was a bad man though.
And they beat the Spurs, who went on to win their first chip starting their dynasty the next year.
Yeah,
They beat
did.
them like 5 games. Well, gentlemen,
Yep.
sweep.
Yep.
He had that longevity too. He's another guy. He don't get as much credit as he should, man. With longevity. Going to the playoffs year in, year out, Western Conference Finals, back-to-back finals. He don't get that credit that he deserves. As far as longevity, I don't see them talking about him.
You know,
And they
you know what's funny? People don't bring up that the Utah Jazz almost every other year they kept making a conference finals. They kept making a deep playoff run. So it wasn't just like those last two. People think they just made it those last 2 years in '97 and '98. They were making it like way before that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in '96 they made the Game 7 of the conference finals.
Right.
And there's a couple other years they went to the
'94 they lost to the Rockets in '94.
Right, '94 they lost to Rockets.
And I think in '92 they lost to the Blazers, right?
I think it was '92 lost to Blazers. So you're right. It's not like it was just those last 2 years, and it wasn't like they were losing to, these upstart like, teams that were a flash in the pan. They were losing to great teams and great players. I also wonder too. Would have changed Karl Malone's legacy a lot if he did agree to sign with the Spurs in 2004, 2005. Because he was talking to them. If I remember serving correctly, he went to the facility. They wanted him. the Spurs, but he just felt like because his mother died of a heart attack, and everybody was looking at him passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scoring. But he said when his mother died, it's like it didn't matter to him anymore. So he just decided to retire. But I do wonder, what would have happened if he had signed with the Spurs in 05? Because ultimately they did win the championship that year.
I think he would have had. He had enough in the tank to go another 2-3 years and still be productive. Probably not the same, but productive. Because you got to think about a guy who used to averaging 27, 28 points a game. If you can get him age 37, 38, and he still like how MJ did it. MJ, before he went down with that knee injury, MJ was giving you 25.
Yeah. All right,
and he's
Turo,
40 years old almost.
All right, Turo, I gotta head out. I got my audition right now. I gotta see
Okay,
how.
All right, good luck, brother. I heard about it earlier. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right now.
Man.
What's up, JMJ?
What's up, to Raw panel, live chat, man. I said, man, this been about what? A year since you did a live stream.
I try to tell you, man, it's been a minute, man. I just got into a rhythm of doing videos, man. I said, man, I need to get live, man. I need to talk to people, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Y'all have a good panel up in here, tickets and LBs too, man. Tickets and LBs, with their panels and live chats, man. But I said, damn, you man, I ain't getting the notification, but I said,
some notifications. If YouTube sent notifications for us, I probably have 600 people in the room right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Ticket would have about 3,000. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man.
Man, you'll have more than that because once people start seeing your content and it's good and it's raw, authentic content, they're gonna keep coming back, watching. You ain't thinking about the notification. You going to your channel directly looking to see if you posted any new video or you turning your notification on and off to make sure you get it. Like that's what I do when somebody got real good content. I don't even wait till you go live or post a video. I go directly on there. Did I miss a video? Because I don't get notifications sometimes. And if I miss one, I go all the way down to the one I ain't seen in the red across the bar. I click on that one. I finish the next one. So it'll be more than that, man, because the content good. It ain't like you just saying BS. You know what I'm saying? Like your stuff. And another thing, the reason why I work with you, because you ain't bound. You can talk about somebody and then you can turn around and you can still give them their flowers. So that's what I appreciate.
I appreciate that, but they don't see that, man. They just see the criticism, and think I have a problem with these people, and I don't, with the exception of Stephen A. Smith. I don't like that. That's the thing, though. I'll tell you if I don't like somebody. I don't like Stephen A. Smith. I don't like Tom Brady. I don't like him, and I am biased with him. But at least I'm letting you know. So I don't understand why people think, oh, he secretly hates LeBron. Fuck, I got to lie about it for. I don't hate LeBron James. He's a great player. But whatever, you know what I'm saying?
LeBron James and them just messed up on this particular subject with what's that dude name? I don't know his name. Robert, yeah.
Hey, Yosef just put in the
chat too, though.
Right. Yosef just put in the chat. He said LeBron talked about the solver stuff. So LeBron must have said something on social media just now.
Yeah, man, I hate. That's why I be hating Twitter, man. Say it on the good tip. Don't say it on the sneak tip. Just like Kevin Durant did, man. And say it with your chest. say it with your chest, man. That's why we can't. We barely watch the NBA no more. NFL, all these others. Well, some of these other sports, man. Sometimes you got a doggone what's it called say, man. If it ain't right, if it ain't rough, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Tell them mofos to tell them, man, that this ain't right, bro. This ain't right, man. Y'all trying to make it rough for us. But y'all doggo ain't getting it rough for the owners and all that other stuff, man. So I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
you know what? I'm reading it right now. This is what LeBron said. He put on Twitter. Read through the Solver stories a few times now. I got to be honest. Our league definitely got this wrong. I don't need to explain why. Y'all read the stories and decide for yourself. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. There is no place in this league for that kind of behavior. I love this league and I deeply respect our relationship, but this isn't right. There is no place for misogyny, sexism, and racism in any workplace. Don't matter if you own the team or play for the team. We hold our league up as an example of our values, and this ain't it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
See, that's what LeBron Ramon James can do, man. You see what LeBron Ramon James can do, man. So I'm really. Why you had to say it about what 12 hours ago? Why you just saying it now? But you said it, man. You said it, and that's very good, man. That's very good, man. You don't
I'm
have
gonna
to
give him
do it.
this. I give him this. He was on vacation. He said he had to read the stuff himself, so I give him that. I give him the benefit of the doubt. But at least he did say something.
Yeah,
He's the
man.
leader. He's the leader of the NBA, so he said something.
Yeah,
So-
but I'm disappointed in Jordan too. I'm disappointed in Jordan too,
Yeah,
though.
he needs to speak up too. Oh, he ain't off the hook. Oh no. What about this video thing because he's a Jordan fan, he gonna let him on the hook. Nope. Your black ass gonna say something too. Ain't no exempt from you. You the only black leader in the black owner, in the NBA. Say something.
Yeah, please. Please.
I'm gonna jump on down here. To Raw. Salute, man. Salute, y'all. I just pulled up to the
All right,
crib.
bro.
Get these groceries in. All right, y'all.
Okay,
I'm
now.
disappointed, man. I'm disappointed in Jordan too, man. You know you're supposed to be the doggone owner of the Charlotte Hornets / Charlotte Bobcats. Hey, don't make me get Bob Johnson up in here to tell you something. Don't make me get Bob Johnson over here. I was the owner of BET. I'm gonna say something about this. But it don't take a what's it called? It don't take a G's to see what he wrote or what he done. Whatever the name is, Robert Sarver.
Robert Sarver.
Yeah. Robert Sarver. With Jordan, man, it said, man, shoot, Bob Johnson can what's it called now? But I'm gonna tell you this, man, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen A. Man, you already know what Stephen A. Smith is. He did that stuff since 1992 with the Winston-Salem State. So he tried to what's it called in the later years, try to what's it called, say Rosho Nesterovich or Slava Medvedenko. And then they just say, man, you doing too much. That white man told him, you doing too much. He said, man, I gotta have this money. I gotta have this money.
All right. Hey, James, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get up out of here, man. So I'm gonna
too raw. Man, you know that, man. All the videos of me making, man, see you do, man. I'm like, hey, man, all the videos, man. I'm like, man. I'm like, man. But salute to you there, too raw. Make some more content for us, man, so we can what's it called, man? That was an R&B singer that died today. I think it was 50 years old.
I'm gonna do a video about that before I go to bed. Tonight.
I think it's Jesse Powell or something like that. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that twice. I said, okay. I didn't know if he was like a nice R&B singer, you know, back in the day. I think it was 2022, and he was like what 25 with it. I guess in the 2000s or something like that. But R.I.P. to Jesse Powell.
He been pretty much MIA for like 15 years or some shit, man. So I don't know if he had. They said his death wasn't unexpected, so I don't know if he had some type of long-term illness.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I ain't seen him in a while. I want to point out HNIC said, do a response in Jordan's voice, please. All right, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do a video about
I don't know. If I get it wrong, I apologize. You know what I'm saying?
No, you good. You good.
Mm-hmm.
You good.
Well, other than that, salute to the panel, live chat, and Too Raw for TV, and Too Raw for Sports. Y'all go subscribe to Too Raw for TV, Too Raw for Sports. Any other people, any other panel that's up there, y'all go subscribe to them. All right, y'all good, and we out, man. We out.
All right, peace out.